वडोदरा में टीसीबी द्वारा 250th माइलस्टोन मीटिंग के मौके पर पैनल डिस्कशन समेत के विभिन्न आयोजन किए गए। गुजरात के वडोदरा में टोस्ट मास्टर्स क्लब ऑफ बड़ौदा द्वारा पैनल डिस्कशन का आयोजन किया गया, जिसमें द करिश्मा ऑफ पावर प्रेजेंस पर विशेषज्ञों ने आपस में विचार विमर्श किया।
Do you all believe that there are some people who just effortlessly communicate confidence, who just effortlessly, they have an charisma. We want to be like them, we want to speak like them, we want to communicate like them. Have you ever felt that way? Is there any secret sauce? Is there any magic that happens? Or have they worked upon themselves and built upon those skills? Well, that is what exactly we are here to find out. Sudhir, my first question is for you. As a working professional at the corporate, you need to interact on a daily basis with your peers, seniors, juniors. Is there any set rule to follow? Like what things to keep in mind or rather practice prior, during and after the conversations to make them fruitful and effective? We would like to know from you.
There are some fundamental rules and then there are some unique rules that you have to cook your recipe for that specific situation, for that specific group, or for that specific purpose that you are going to discuss. So there is no set rule that this is the master therapy and you go and apply it to everyone. It doesn't work that way. There are some fundamental rules I would like to talk about first. It's about that we learn Toastmasters actually. And that's when I began my journey. Is one, listening. Okay. Do you listen? Do you understand? The second that comes up is, do you know your audience? Whom are you talking to? Are you talking to yourself? Many speakers I have seen, they tell what they want to tell. It's not what audience wants to listen. The third is, do you have the relevant, true knowledge that you're talking about? Are you in a zone that you're not aware of? It's very good to walk away from that situation.
We just heard about effective conversations. But is it like for others, they should listen to what we are saying? Does impression matter? As an image consultant, can you give suggestions on how to create impactful, charismatic impressions, especially when the stakes are high?
Now, I'll start with school-going children. Why do I say that stakes are high for everyone and why impression matters? Now, today when I go to a lot of schools, the one thing, and when parents come to me for consultations of their children, one thing they always tell me is, हमारा बच्चा जो है बहुत फिजिट करता है हाथों से, जब बात करता है तो नीचे देख रहा होता है, and sometimes when we are attending a social function, people feel that he is not himself or she is not herself. And I always tell them, impression matters. Similarly for homemakers,
so it's all about leading yourself, and that brings me to the next question, and next question comes to you. A leader is one who leads a team. But I feel sometimes we have to lead ourselves, and that is where we may fail to lead ourselves towards the right path. I'd like to know your thoughts on above and tips to handle that.
When we talk about leading, the most important thing in leadership is self-leadership. Self-leadership is, how do you lead yourself? How do you take charge of yourself? Like Sonal was just mentioning about the lady who was requesting or grappling with this concept of मेरी कोई सुनता नहीं है. where do I stand? It is all about mindset. It is all about how you perceive yourself. How do you make your presence felt? When we talked about somebody entering the room, how do you make that presence felt? She being an image consultant, she masters at that. We being as soldiers, it is developed over a period of time. And that's why a lot of people, they recognize us when we are there at the airport, at malls.
टोस्ट मास्टर्स क्लब ऑफ बड़ौदा एक नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसमें किसी को भी अगर पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में प्रॉब्लम आता है, ऐसा लगता है कि हमें लीडरशिप में हमारा इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा है, तो ये एक क्लब है जहाँ पे हम लोग ऐसा पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट आपको देते हैं जिससे आपको पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में ईजी हो। पूरा पाथवे होता है, आपकी जो जो क्वालिटीज़ आपको लगती है कि ये क्वालिटीज़ मुझ में नहीं है, उस तरह का पूरा पाथवे आपको दिया जाता है जिस पे आप एक एक स्टेप सीख के आप अपना कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा सकते हो, आप अपना लीडरशिप स्किल्स बढ़ा सकते हो, जो आपको प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में या पर्सनल लाइफ में या बाहर सोशल लाइफ में भी काफ़ी फ़ायदा देगा। जिसमें हमने एक पैनल डिस्कशन रखा है जिसमें 3 पैनलिस्ट अलग अलग बैकग्राउंड से आए हैं, जिसमें से एक है सोल्जर कर्नल तरुण कुमार, दूसरे है इमेज कंसल्टेंट सोनल भावसार और तीसरे पैनलिस्ट है सुधीर शर्मा जो टोस्ट मास्टर लास्ट 20 ईयर्स पिछले 20 साल से टोस्ट मास्टर्स में है। सो ये तीनों पैनलिस्ट आज हमारे साथ उनके एक्सपीरियंस, उनके बैकग्राउंड शेयर कर रहे हैं कि कैसे उनको पब्लिक स्पीकिंग और लीडरशिप से सहायता मिली और सक्सेस मिला।